Well, Freak Nation, I think we should get this thing started, right, for some little 500.
Here it is. Revs are up, gates down.
Your adrenaline is just maxed out.
That gives me goosebumps. It is on right now. MAV TD live coverage. Lucas Oil Pro Motocross.
The toughest competitors in the country.
Wheel to wheel over the finish. Sexton putting in a charge.
The adrenaline's got to be 1,000% for these drivers. They have to settle into rhythm almost immediately.
Battle for the lead is on. He wins the first moto here in California.
Hudson O'Neal is now a Show Me 100 winner at Lucas Oil Speedway.
Oh, Kyle, tell me that gets you amped up for a little 500 this weekend, buddy.
That does, man. There's nothing better than it.
No,
Well,
there's not.
No, there's not. And if the Mother Nature would just cooperate, we might find out who's going to be sitting on the pole for the Little 500. Freak Nation, his name is Kyle O'Gara. This, of course, is his fifth running of the Little 500 in Anderson Speedway, just, what is it, Crasher, northeast of Indianapolis?
Yes, and this is the 74th running, and this is Kyle's fifth, so it's about time he gets a freaking win, huh?
We got to be getting close somewhere in there. We just need a little bit more luck to go our way, I think.
All right, Kyle, let's get this thing straight, man. You've got rain, go away. They're drying the track as we speak. We have no idea who's going to be sitting on the pole. Are you one of those drivers that likes a fresh track because you feel you're better with some of the rubber taken off, or is it a disadvantage for your style of driving?
You know, I think we're fairly balanced right now. I think the green racetrack's going to be okay for us. You know, it's an even playing field for everybody, so it's not half of us dealing with one track and half of us dealing with another one. So, you know, right now we're pretty confident going into it and had a good balance yesterday. So I think green racetrack will be good for us.
The speeds there are insane. So yes, a green racetrack makes me a little nervous at first, but once a bit of rubber gets laid down, you guys are going to be flying around there. What are your thoughts with these speeds? Any sort of danger factor or just total excitement?
Total excitement for sure. The danger factor is out the window. So yeah, lap times have been quicker this year than we've seen in a while. You know, we've been faster this year than we ever have up here personally with the 67 car. So hopefully we keep it up, and we'll see some maybe some records be broken today.
That's what I'm hoping for as well. What is the mood around the track? Everybody's down because it's raining right now, or actually the track is drying as we speak. But what is the mood about what's to come for the weekend with all these cars on the track? Some guys are going to have to go home, but what is the general consensus of what we're going to see Saturday night?
I think this has been the most excitement buildup that we've had up here, at least in my 5 years doing it. You know, the most car count, the highest car count we've seen the past couple of years. I think there's going to be about 8 people going home this year. So obviously unfortunate for them, but it's a difficult race, and that's what makes the Little 500 the Little 500.
Kyle O'Gara joining us here in the Freak Nation. Explain that a little bit to me. For someone, I'm not that familiar with the Little 500. Why is this such a special race for so many drivers? And not really, frankly, not just drivers, but fans too.
Yeah, it's the pinnacle of non-wing pavement sprint car racing. You know, to start 33 cars on a quarter-mile track is wild in itself. So, but to see the stands sell out almost every year, it's awesome to see. It's almost like a tunnel effect on the pace laps, and until you really get used to it a couple laps in.
Okay, hold on, Kenny. He brought up a tunnel effect on the pace laps. I wanted to talk to you about that turn one because of how tight this track is and how you guys are 3 wide, just like the Indy 500. How do you approach turn one, regardless where you're starting in the field? It's craziness. How do you approach it with a calm demeanor?
Yeah, it's a little bit of balanced chaos there. You know, if you make it through turns 1 and 2, I think you're going to be sitting pretty good. You know, everybody seems to have a bit of respect for each other the first couple laps and let everything sort out the past couple of years. You know, we've started up front a couple of years ago. We started towards the back last year, and it's chaotic a bit.
Hold on just a second. Let me call you out. Kyle, these are sprint car drivers. You guys have huevos the size of mountains. It's chaos. You want to be the first guy out of that turn one into turn two. It's controlled chaos, but my friend, when you put that lid down, you just want to kick some butt, buddy. I think you're soft pedaling this a little bit.
It's really difficult, with it being 500 laps up here. There are a lot of people that kind of lose their minds a little bit when they close that visor. So, if you get through this race, really, if you get through the first 300 laps, it becomes a sprint race for that last 200. So, it's really a game of chess the first couple hundred laps.
But hold on a second. Those last 200 laps, then it becomes a game of endurance. And sometimes your body just wants to give out. Your mind just wants to give out. How do you keep going there?
It's tough. There's a lot of guys that it's kind of where we take advantage late in the race, where we have in the past. There's a lot of drivers that look like they're going to fall out of the seat a bit, get a little tired, and their equipment gets worn out as well. So, we build a car for the long run and built myself for the long run too. So, hopefully take advantage of that.
When I hear a guy like Kyle talk, you sound like how do I put it nicely? You sound like a dude that really doesn't take any crap. And I think that's kind of how you are. I don't know you. The research that I've done on you, it sounds like there's Kyle O'Gara with the helmet off, and then there's Kyle O'Gara with the helmet on and shield down. Is that true?
Quite a bit, I think. We're we don't come to the racetrack to make friends. We have some former teammates we talk to around here and work with a little bit. But yeah, we're not here to make friends. We're here to go home with a check at the end of the day.
Now let's talk about that lack of lettuce on the top of your head. Have you always had a shaved melon like that?
Always, since as long as I can remember. It gets hot here in the summer. I like to be trimmed down all year long.
Well, I thought it might be because of your sister-in-law, Sarah Fisher, that she doesn't. She's not a fan of long-haired dudes. She asks you to cut it every time she sees you.
It's been cut before she was around, but keep it that way.
Well, share with the Freak Nation what Sarah Fisher is going to be doing with you this weekend.
Yeah, she's going to be spotting for us. So Sarah, obviously my sister-in-law, so she's filling in. So we originally had Robbie Fast spotting for us. He's spotted for Scott Dixon and Chip Ganassi Racing. Obviously, they're on pole for the 500 at the Speedway, so they got kind of reeled in a little bit on what they can do this weekend. So Sarah's filling in. She's going to be spotting for us with Robbie at IRP Friday night, and then she's going to be up for on top for Little 5 as well.
Okay, that's a pretty busy weekend. Friday night, Saturday night, and of course the days are long there as well. And then she's driving the pace car at the Indy 500 come Sunday. I'm assuming you will go and support her with that too, regardless if you even win the Little 500 and celebrate until 6 in the morning.
Yeah, we're going to try.
Nice.
Hey, talk about this race with the Little 500. It's a big deal. From the tarmac concrete standpoint, it's a big deal for drivers like yourself and to win this thing. But you've got a slew of drivers in this field that can get it done. But the big, I'm not going to say caveat, but the big change in this is you guys have pit stops, right? You got pit stops in this damn thing. Do you practice pit stops before this, or just like, fellas, this is what we're going to do, a couple hours beforehand?
Yeah, so we had our crew in the shop like 5 days last week. So we've been practicing up last week and got it down pretty good.
But is this the only one of the entire year where you have pit stops?
This is the only one with planned pit stops for the entire year.
Got it. So how do you, that sometimes requires its own fitness regimen and muscle memory and getting yourself to do certain things. 5 days doesn't seem like enough. I guess if you do this year after year, there's a little bit of muscle memory there, but how can they fully be ready?
Yeah, we were lucky enough to bring probably about 90% of our crew back from last year. So they had done it before, which is a big deal for us to keep the same people doing the same jobs over and over. Just makes life easier.
How many crew members will you have or are allowed per car?
So there's not necessarily an over-the-wall limit. We definitely have one of the smaller crews out there, I'd say, for the bigger teams. I think we'll send probably 6 or 7 guys over the wall. So it's not too big. You'll see teams with over 10 people going over. So it's kind of a hard way to go about it.
Yeah, but then again, too many people could just get in the way, I would think.
Definitely. There's a lot going on down in the pit area. So to our point, we try to keep it as little as possible.
Yeah.
I know you might be a little anxious right now because they're drying the track, and you crew your own car. Can you give us a rundown where we are right now, when we might see some qualifying? Do you have any idea? Just turn around, bro, and look outside the damn trailer, will you?
So right now, let's see how much you guys can see out there. There is a little bit of sunshine popping through. So we have the car in the trailer right now. It'll roll out here shortly. I'm hoping for less than an hour we'll be on track.
Got it.
Anderson Speedway does really good with their drainage in the base of the track, and they have trucks out drying right now. So hopefully it'll go quicker than we think.
Bam.
And the folks there at Anderson help the folks at Indianapolis Motor Speedway who continue to have weeper issues every single freaking year. Clearly, Anderson's got it down. Thank you, Anderson.
Anderson's getting pretty good at this.
Hey, Kyle, who you got to win the Big Boy 500 coming up on Sunday?
So my brother Andy is calling strategy for Santino Ferrucci with Dryer and Reinbold Racing. And my cousin Mike is strategist for Marcus Erickson at Chip Ganassi Racing. So if we keep it in the family with one of those two, that'd be good for me.
Let's keep it out of the family.
Keep it out of the family.
Yep.
I still think the Ganassi cars are going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, but Marcus is one of them, so there you go.
One of them. So
boy.
I'm going to keep I'm going to go with one of the Ganassi cars.
Kyle, do you think you'll ever make an attempt back over there?
I don't know. We've talked about it a lot in the last couple of years, and I was really kind of saddened when they took the Indy Lights race away from over there. I'd love to do one more shot at that, even if it wasn't the 500. If we got one more attempt to run over there, but who knows what the cards hold for the future, and we'll just keep. We're happy running the sprint car and silver crown car and midget right now. So as long as I'm in the seat, I'm happy.
And the family atmosphere, the family atmosphere in all of racing is second to none, but there is something about that sprint car family that you can't compete with. It's awesome.
There is, man. It's the same group of people that we travel with all year round, and good camaraderie around us.
Yeah.
Hey, if you win the little 500, will you grow a mullet, please?
Ooh, I don't know if I can do that.
Bro.
I don't think you'd want to see that.
I don't know, man. It'd be worth it, wouldn't it?
If I win Little 5, hopefully there'd be a lot of things we'll do afterwards.
Yeah, you and Rico Brew could hang together with your mullets.
Oh, I don't know if I could pull it off.
But the bobbleheads that we could make with you, Kyle O'Gara, bobblehead mullets, Little 500 winner. Come on. I'm just the merchandise thinking right now.
Just trying to make money.
And I want to mess with you come Sunday morning, and I want you to be really hungover because of a win.
That would be great. That'd be a great problem to have.
Right.
Hey, Kyle, good luck, buddy.
Thank you guys very much. Thanks for having me on.
You got it, man. Kyle O'Gara here in the Freak Nation. And Crasher, real quick before we get out of here, let's remind the freaks what's going on this weekend with the All-American Weekend.
It's a massive weekend, of course. Exclusive to MAV TV, you're going to get the kickoff of the pro motocross season. You're going to have practice. You're going to have qualifying. You're going to have every single moto on MAV TV Plus. The motos are going to also be on MAV TV, the TV channel. Mm-hmm. You're also going to have the Little 500. Yes, I saw Vincent, you were asking a question. Will we see practice and qualifying for the Little 500 once we can get this daggone rain out of the way? Yes, that is the plan. But with rain, also sometimes comes streaming issues. So just keep your fingers crossed. The plan is to do that, yes. So tomorrow night, live on MAV TV Plus, Saturday night. I'm already getting my days confused. Saturday night, live on MAV TV Plus, live, the Little 500 from Anderson Speedway. As well, on the TV channel, live, the Show Me 100, $50,000 to win over in Wheatland, Missouri at Lucas Oil Speedway. So it's insane. So much stuff going on. Once all of those things have happened, then Sunday you can just sit your butt on a couch, watch the Little 500 again on MAV TV, flip over to the Monaco Grand Prix, then the Indy 500, then the Coke 600. Race fans, there's not a better weekend than Memorial Day weekend, period.
Oh, and there's a little bit of two-wheel action in Southern California.
I mentioned that. I mentioned that with pro motocross.
I'm just talking about you get that in prior to the low 500.
That was the first thing I said. You get all the motos on Mav TV, the TV channel, but of course, yes, practice and qualifying as well on Mav TV Plus.
So awesome.
It's huge weekend. Huge.
Yeah, no excuses. I mean, this is a hell of an excuse to sit in the house or
I have an excuse that I would like to address right here. John says, I don't have Mav TV, so now what? Here's what I recommend. Go to mavtvplus.com and sign up for the app. You're going to get everything on the app. Do it. Use the code. Let's see, if you want an annual subscription, use ProMX10 for 10% off the annual. Or if you just want to try it out for a month-to-month basis, use ProMX50 for 50% off your first month. I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Yep. Sure enough, man. Again, props to Mav TV, Lucas Oil, and everybody involved for continuing to put grassroots motorsports front and center. I'm not saying motocross is necessarily grassroots, but if you think about motocross, it's the grassroots to supercross. But I don't need to get into that rabbit hole. Okay, I don't need to get that. Okay, I don't need to go
No. Right now, we're taking it outside. We're gonna have fun. Motocross. I just love seeing people from South Africa, from Australia, from England, from Canada saying, oh my gosh, I can finally watch the Pro Motocross series on TV. So that's the point. We've got so many people that want to see the Pro Motocross around the world. Now they can.
Freak Nation, do yourself a favor. Be sure to follow Mav TV on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Speed Freaks as well. Instagram, Twitter, we'll have all the insight for you. Subscribe to Speed Freaks YouTube page. Official Speed Freaks, and you'll catch all these live hits, whether it's on Mav TV, Facebook page, Lucas Oil, Speed Freaks, regardless.
We're going to do our best to cover all the accounts this weekend with all the motorsports. Yes, including Monaco.
There you go. All right, man, we'll do it again tomorrow. Who knows what time, but dang it, we'll do it again tomorrow. See you, Crasher.
Later.
Here it is. Revs are up, gates down.
Your adrenaline is just maxed out.
That gives me goosebumps. It is on right now. Mav TV live coverage. Lucas Oil Pro Motocross.
The toughest competitors in the country.
Wheel to wheel over the finish. Sexton putting in a charge.
The adrenaline's got to be 1,000% for these drivers. They have to settle into rhythm almost immediately.
Battle for the lead is on. He wins the first moto here in California.
Hudson O'Neal is now a Show Me 100 winner at Lucas Oil Speedway.